We're having a second cup of coffee conversation, and today it's by Skype with Gillan Boyer, and we're going to be talking about Medicare enrollment, which is ready to begin. Gillan, first of all, what's your involvement and your role with Medicare?
Well, John Mark, first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me today. Greatly appreciate the opportunity. So I am a local independent advisor for all Medicare plans. So whether that is Advantage, Medicare supplements, the drug plans, all of the above, I work with all of the companies and can help you find the best plan for you.
Good. And you have just recently started in Sulphur Springs, is that right?
Yes, sir. So I grew up in Sulphur Springs, moved
Oh,
away, been working in the Dallas area the last 5 or so years in this same business, but recently got the opportunity to come back to Sulphur Springs and raise my kids there. And so spreading the word in town.
I see. Good. All right. So Medicare enrollment starts October 15th and continues through December 7th. And this is something that, and I recently became eligible for Medicare, uh, and I'm still learning a lot about it. But it's kind of surprising, I guess. It was to me anyway, maybe to other people, that there's a relatively short window every year in which you sign up or change or make changes in your plan, right?
That's right. Every year you kind of get a one chance opportunity to review your current coverage and see what might be missing and try to plan for the next year.
Mhm. So you have provided us with some tips, very helpful, that are helpful to me anyway, and in this conversation, I know will be helpful to some other folks as well. So the first tip is just simply to review your current plan.
Yes, so you want to review the current plan and see what you liked from this year and what you didn't like. So, for example, did you have any problems seeing doctors? Or did your prescription drugs maybe cost more than you thought they would? Be thinking about the pros and cons.
Mhm. Okay, good. I think that's something a lot of people will definitely do if they're considering any kind of change to Medicare at all. So also, the second tip is consider your budget for next year. Think in terms of what you're able and not able to pay.
Yes, so many folks on Medicare, of course, are also on Social Security, right? Those things go hand in hand. We just found out that the Social Security Administration is doing a 2.5% increase in 2025. That actually just came out recently. And so, do the math between your Social Security, any other retirement savings you might have. And as you're thinking about your budget, you might find that the plan you've been on really isn't going to be a good fit for the next year. So be thinking about that.
Mhm. And then the third tip has to do with considering your prescriptions and your doctors. And I know it's always a concern. I'm not going to be able to see the doctor that I want to see.
Yes, so if we do a one-on-one review, I can make sure that you only see plans that your doctor takes, and we can sort from there. And some other things to know about prescriptions this year is there's a lot of changes. Some things have happened in Congress with what's known as the Inflation Reduction Act. And so that's changing the Part
Mm-hmm.
D drug program. For some folks, it's really good. I was speaking with a lady just yesterday, actually. She's going to save over $1,000 next year from what she was doing the previous year. So definitely be reviewing your drug coverage this year.
Mm-hmm. I love your fourth tip, and that is to ignore TV commercials.
Yes. So over the last several years, you've probably noticed the TV commercials have just gotten crazy. They're just nonstop during this time of year. Not only that, you're probably getting a lot of mail too.
Yeah. The commercials are especially targeted to on channels that people of Medicare age watch frequently. So you see them on certain channels a lot more than you do on others.
Yes, so that's very intentional, of course, and the reason I say ignore it is it's really a caution for all of our local folks in Hopkins County, which is that a lot of these are just call centers. It's someone in a building miles and miles away that doesn't really know
Mhm.
you, doesn't know the community, and they may not be incentivized to put you in the right plan for you. So I just say ignore it altogether. You're not required to call them.
Right. Okay, then your final tip is to get in touch with a local insurance advisor, but that would be someone such as yourself, right?
Yes, sir. So the value of a local advisor is they are appointed with the companies that work right there in your county and know the plans. And how a consultation works is, first of all, most folks don't realize this. It doesn't cost you anything to work with the local advisor. It's not like you have to pay some fee. Whether you went straight to the government site or worked with someone local, you're paying the same price. And so it's really, why not get that extra help? Sit down, go over everything we've discussed today, your doctors, prescriptions, and your health needs. We put that all into your budget and help you find a good plan.
Mhm. Well, having said that, how do people get in contact with you, whether they call you or whether they come by your office or what have you?
So, I actually like to come to them. So,
Oh,
happy to meet you at your house, or we could always meet for breakfast or something in town. That's good too. But the way to get in touch with me, you could call me and I have a website that's callboyer.com, Boyer. So you could reach me either way. If you go to my website, of course, you can read a little bit about me, what I do, and check that out.
the name of the website again, Gillan, is what?
It's callboyer.com.
CALLBOYER, callboyer.com,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Okay, all right, fine. Well, good. So again, Medicare enrollment starts October 15th and will continue through December 7th. That's a fair amount of time, but it's not forever. So it's time to be thinking about it, for sure.
Let's
Gillan,
have
thanks
that
for having a
plan.
second cup of coffee with us.
All right. Thank you.
And
Appreciate it.
good. Hope we talk again. And I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST.